So I was hoping I could have spoken with you in real life, but making a video is just as well. And maybe you could send a video back. Look, I'm in a bad situation and I kind of need your help. And the whole reason that I got that office was because I needed a place to put my stuff and a place where I could just relax while I made my video games and YouTube videos. My housing arrangement changed very suddenly in fall of 2020, and that's why I got that office. I was really excited to, and I was kind of signed the agreement without reading it more thoroughly, admittedly. Now that's my fault, but I think that people should have second chances. Now I signed an agreement for what I thought was 6 months, but it ended up being a very atypical 7 months, even though I was told verbally that it was just going to be 6 months, but that's besides the point. The point is, I had every intention to leave come February, March. And I think you guys knew that because even the staff wasn't surprised when I was packing my things up and going. I signed an agreement for the allotted amount of time, and I had unfortunately forgotten about the auto renewal. But actually, I didn't really forget because I did try to cancel that auto renewal, and I will still swear up and down that I canceled it, but I don't exactly remember when, so I must not have canceled it in time. But that said, I still had every intention to leave, and you guys, I think you knew that. Just give me the benefit of the doubt that I wanted to leave. So I packed my stuff up earlier this month. I moved everything to my new place because I didn't need an office anymore because I got a new apartment situation that you're looking at right now. But now I'm looking down the barrel of $650 a month for an office I'm not even in, for an office I'm not even using. I'm already paying for a house and expensive car insurance. If I get laid off, or God forbid another shutdown happens, you guys might, bankrupt me. Look, I know what you're thinking. I should have been more vigilant, Call it negligence, call it stupidity, but for whatever reason, I guess I just didn't cancel the auto renewal in time. And I know the agreement strictly stipulates that I'm supposed to cancel it within 3 months of the auto renewal happening, but I didn't get your email because I wasn't vigilantly checking it, and I'm gonna spin my wheels about this, try to appeal to your empathy, and I know that you're probably gonna say no, but just hear me out. And if you say no to this one, I have some solutions down the line that you might actually like. They're better than me just complaining. But long story short, I only got one email concerning the cancellation of my contract among a bunch of emails that didn't matter. And I guess I missed it. And by the time I realized that the auto renewal was coming up and I clicked cancel, I guess by that time it was too late, but I still revoked my my consent to auto renewal, and there's a provision in Oregon law. I'll show it on the screen right now. Do you believe in second chances? And if so, do I deserve one? And if the answer is no to either of those questions, why? I mean, you can say that, our policy is X, Y, and Z, you can't amend your contract, but any contract ever made can be amended, as long as all the signees agree to the appropriate changes. Any contract could be relinquished or terminated too. But that's up to the signer and the signee, or the signees in general. And I want to know, who did I sign that contract with? Did I sign it unilaterally with you guys as a whole? Or was there some person that I can levy a complaint or a change or a request to? There's got to be some person. I mean, if one person can receive requests or complaints, which I'm about to make, respectfully, then that person must also be the one who I signed with, right? There's got to be some arbiter, someone. Maybe you? And if it's not you, maybe someone higher up than you? In which case, may I speak to them? I'm begging you on hand and knee to allow me to terminate my contract and all my responsibilities for the agreement that would auto renewal in March of this year to, I think it was February of this year. Please, I'm begging you on hand and knee. Hell, you can even keep my retainer if you want to. Just let me out of your vice grip. Please, I'm begging you. Now, predictably, you're gonna say no. Now, since I can't actually speak to you, since we're not in person, I'll just assume that you said no. And my response to that would be, I have another solution that you might like. There actually is a provision in the agreement where I can transfer my contract. And in the provision, it actually says you can't turn down an unreasonable offer. I'll email you the details about that. Look, let me do all the work in finding someone that I can transfer my contract to. It would be a huge help for me. It would save my life if you guys would allow me to do this. And what else did I write? This way I can keep my retainer and you can say it was your... Yeah, I mean, this way I could potentially keep my retainer. You could say that it was your idea. I mean, you could say that this was all your idea, it was you're the master of negotiation and you dealt with a displeased customer, Think about your career. I have a couple of complaints that I'd like to levy at you, respectfully. I've written them down. I was charged for having a coffee and or tea permit for 2 of the months that I was renting from you guys. Now, I didn't agree or authorize this. I don't even drink coffee, but there were fees. Oh, excuse me. The first 2 or 3 months, you're seeing it on the screen now. There are the invoices. I don't even drink coffee. You can go on my Facebook and ask every single one of my friends whether I drink coffee or tea. I didn't even use the facilities. And if your argument in response to that would be that, I was just auto-enrolled in it, then why was I auto-canceled from it? I never once went into my profile on the website, the one. I never went to the portal to cancel the coffee tea thing, so I would very much like a refund concerning those 2 months that I was erroneously fined. Please and thank you. Again, I'm being respectful. I'm not angry. I just want this fixed. Also, I was given a choice of 3 months or 12 when I looked at, by the time I looked at that warning note that you gave concerning my auto renewal, it gave me 2 choices. It says click here if you want the 3-month agreement renewal, and click here if you want the 12-month. And I was given the 7-month renewal. If I had the choice, I would definitely choose the 3-month contract because, I'd still be able to keep my retainer given that I've, to the letter, I have abided by the agreement. And so, why was I auto-enrolled in the 7th month one when I had a choice? I'd like to amend that, if at all possible. That's just one complaint. Yeah, if nothing else, I want my contract changed to the 3-month agreement sent in that email. And why did the price jump up so high in 1 year? I know that I had a discount for my initial agreement, but looking at the agreement that's going to be auto-renewed in March, why is the price way, way higher? I mean, in the agreement, it stipulates that the price for offices is raised annually in accordance with market prices. But I don't know, it seemed like all the market prices in your Craigslist ads have stayed relatively the same. So if I could have a price reduction, if we can get a market analyst in there to help us out, if I'm going to have to eat $650 or however much money a month, I'd like it to be the appropriate market price. And I guess we can go back and forth on this and you can have an argument too. Like I said, I would have preferred to do this in person so that I could have heard your explanation. I'm being charged an extra $100 a month after only 1 year has passed. It doesn't add up to me. I'm sorry, respectfully. This is a written statement. Look, I know you are probably only concerned with your career. It's natural. I'm just one guy out of dozens of customers that you have to kowtow to and corroborate with. I get it. I'm just one person, and it's hard to keep track of everyone. Um, but if you have any sympathy or empathy for me at all, can you please help me? On one end, you could have your way with me. You could make it so that I have to pay the full amount, and I have to abide with everything the auto renewal entails. That's one end of the spectrum. On the other ideal end of the spectrum, I could be fully relinquished from my financial responsibilities with this renewal. Maybe you're sympathetic to me, but I don't know. It seems like both of these couldn't be done, even though I think my arguments are reasonable. It seems like on both ends of the extremes, it's unlikely that that will happen. But I think there's a solution in the middle. I think that if we think creative enough, we can come to a conclusion that both of us can agree to. We can have a solution that both of us like. And if not, if there's nothing I can do, if there's absolutely no way you guys can release me just a tiny bit, then am I really a customer? Or am I just a commodity? I know that your company is suffering. The staff members that, when I talked to the staff there, they said that everybody was suffering because of COVID. Well, most of all, the little people like me, I was hoping that you'd see that. It's just, I know that your company is concerned with profits and everything, and I know that it's probably more difficult now because of COVID than ever, but it's equally, if not more, difficult for the little people like me. Please, help me out.